Everyone, hey, welcome. On this video, what I want to do is talk to you about building your own app using AI, and that's called vibe coding. Now, there's so many ways that you can make money online, and this is one of the simplest ways that you can now start generating income with pretty quickly. Okay, back in the last few years, course creation had been a big, the big deal. And you would spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours building a course, and then AI came into the picture a few years ago, a couple of years ago, to where the general public can use AI to create courses, and next thing you know, everybody's building courses. Well, in the last year, AI went up another step ahead, and now you're able to build a whole app, websites within minutes, and be able to make it marketable within days after doing some testing and fine tuning and all that. And when I just heard about this in October, one of my mentors, Jonathan Montoya, created this app, and it was creating posts and viral posts and everything for social media, and he talked about how he built that in 3 days. Okay, and so I researched it. I didn't wait for him to do the training. I went ahead and asked ChatGPT what software those are, and I came up with Lovable. And so what I want to do is I want to share with you guys the concept of vibe coding with Lovable. Okay, I'm going to go through the PowerPoint here so I can have my notes, and then you can see on the other side I have Lovable. I'll be going back and forth. So this is how you can turn ideas into apps within minutes. I created my first app while we were grocery shopping. I was pushing the cart, talking to the app, and telling it the idea that I had. And before we were done shopping, the basics of my app was ready to go. There's a home page with the functions and all that, and it was literally working already. Okay, so I want to talk about that. What's vibe coding? Well, vibe coding is not traditional coding. I Limitless Lead Systems, the software that I first developed, and I'm not a coder, so I had to work with programmers and coders literally for years to come up with Limitless Lead System. To be honest with you, over a decade, I went through three different software that I built that never really worked out, and then finally did with Limitless Lead System, launched it a couple years ago, and then now I'm on Limitless 2.0, and I'm about to do 3.0 in 2026. But it took hours and hours and thousands of dollars to do it. I literally paid $25 to lovable.com, and I had an app working within minutes. Okay, so traditional coding is where you have to learn the codes and stuff, or you're working with a coder, and especially going back and forth with AI. I just basically create it. So this is a founder led. It's all about speed first as a way to build apps. Don't be like me where I want to stick all these features thinking this is going to add so much value, but then it takes years to develop. You can literally get an app built within days, and you can have it launch making you money within the first week. Okay? So this is for people who are not technical. I'm not technical. I'm going to show you guys. My goal here is to show you the speed and simplicity. I'm going to show you how to use AI as a leverage and build something just something small on purpose and focus with execution and not perfection. Okay, you got to remember, all these apps nowadays are launched. You could tell it's bare bones, and you know that there's still issues and all that stuff. That's how it is. You just launch it, you figure out what else is needed, and then you just work with AI. Okay, for an example, one of the things that we'll do is we'll create an email content creator. Okay, one job, one screen, one outcome. The input is a topic and goal, and the output ready to use email draft. And we'll even make it specialized for specific industry. Okay, niching down is one of the best ways to where it's targeted, because then it's not a general market, and you can actually fine tune it for that market. So, for an example, what you want to do is plan before you build, right? You start with a simple idea like an email content creator, and we'll create one of these. We'll plan. First, we want to identify who's it for. So I'm going to create an email creator specific for the mortgage industry. Okay, what problem does it solve? It creates a follow-up system. What am I trying to solve? Helping the mortgage loan officer create content, email content that will attract the buyers to activate their loan application process and whatnot. What does it not do? I'm not going to talk about how to automate the email so it's automatically going out there. It's not going to be sending it. It's literally just making it simple, okay? So you can get it out. You want to treat Lovable as a junior developer. That's what it is. That's my developer. We give it a clear, simple instruction, and then we let it build the structure fast, and then you guide it. You don't micromanage it, okay? You just kind of give it an idea. Then what I do, especially with ChatGPT, because I've been using ChatGPT for years, and she knows exactly, and I call her she because I even name her Anita. She knows exactly how I think, how I work, and how I talk, and so she gives me the clear prompt. Plus, she's the prompt engineer, so I can get the clear prompt, refine it for me. I give it to Lovable, and then it improves everything else. Okay, so then once it's done, you can give it away as a lead magnet or a free tool, or charge really low, like $5, $7, even $27 a month. Like the software that I created, I went ahead. It that has a. I actually have three in place right now. One that's already out. One's embedded in Limitless System, and then it has a retail version that I promote specifically to sales professionals. Okay, so the idea is we validate that it works and it's sellable, okay, and then we improve upon it, then we build more features to it. Okay, so let's kind of go with that. Let's start with this. Let me show you here. So you just go to lovable.dev. It says right here, ready to build, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to say, okay, I want an email creator for real estate agents. That's the beginning of it. Okay, so I just do that, and let's see, they have themes. I can do theme glacier. Let's say, my color is kind of on the. Oh, let's let it do what it wants. Okay, boom, and I just press go, and it's working already. Okay, and it's getting ready. So it tells you what it's doing, right? It's thinking right now. Come follow up, listing alert, etc. Okay, and doing that, and so it goes to tools use. It tells you as it's working. It'll tell you what it's doing. Okay, now, okay, it's customizing the design system for real estate and build all the components. It's building it right now. Okay, I'm gonna pause this right now. It's 7:19 a.m. All right, well, there you go. It's I put it on pause at 7:17 a.m. It's 7:20, and there it is. There's my Realty Mail Pro. Okay, professional email templates for realtors. Turn leads into happy homeowners. I mean, you guys, this has been created right there. Okay, look at this. It says create your email. Choose a template. Welcome, follow up, new listing. He's got an email preview right here. Okay, all that, you guys, and now that's the beginning of it. Okay, what if I? Do you think a realtor who struggles trying to? Most people don't know how to write the right emails, right? But this makes it a lot easier for them because it's specifically made for them, right? It'll save them hours weekly. It'll get higher response rate. It'll help build relationship. Do you think a realtor, if I can save them a lot of time, help them close more sales, and help them build relationship, do you think they'll be willing to pay $15 a month for something like this? Yeah, or $99 a year, or $150 a year? Yeah, you betcha. One of my realtors friends, he spends $10,000 just on ads every single month just so he can get leads. Well, this will help him generate leads and will help him create connection and be able to get customers basically for whatever price I charge for it, right? See how simple that is, you guys? And from here, now all I have to do is, now I can tell, I can tell it to create a sales page. Well, this is basically a sales page already. I can put a pricing. Okay, let's say, okay, I want to say, let's add a pricing card. Okay, I said let's add a pricing card, which is a pricing square down below or whatever, and it'll be $15 a month or 150 a year, and we'll connect it to Stripe later. So now it's adding a pricing section to it. That's all it is. I'm not learning how to code it. Okay, it's gonna work on it, and it's working on it right now. Okay, and now all you have to do is post it on Facebook, do a Facebook ad, start being part of groups where there's realtors and communities and things like that, and start promoting it on there. You can pay. There it is. There's your little price card right there. Pro plan, $15 a month, okay, or an annual, $13 a month because it's $150 a year. Boom, you guys. This is pretty much marketable right there. I just have to connect my Stripe account, which I can integrate. It'll take care of it for me, and I can market it. Okay, now I'm gonna run tests. I'm gonna, of course, do some tests with it and all that, and I can literally get this. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna get this out in January, in a couple of days. I'm gonna just get it out there, and you never know, right? So think about it. What if you had 10 people, 10 realtors purchase this from you? That's $150 a month. Or what if 10 people paid $150, okay, in the first month? Well, 10 people, that's $1,500 that you can add to your pocket. And I am targeting sales professionals and entrepreneurs because they pay good money for things that will save them time and money, right? So now if I was to create an email system for digital marketers, it'd be lucky if I get $5 for it, right? Because ChatGPT is readily available. But this is specific for realtors, and so they're willing to pay for it because it's going to save them thousands of dollars and thousands of hours a year in marketing, right? So does that help? See how simple that is? So you too can do that. Let me show you real quick a little stats that I have apparently. Let me close this down. So in 2025, Lovable, just today, this morning, I got this from Lovable. Check this out. I didn't realize this, but in 2025, I've vived out 245,718 lines of codes. I know nothing about coding, but with my communication with Lovable, that's how much codes I've created between the apps that I've done. I sent Lovable 375 messages. Yeah, that's two messages. Out of two messages, it created an app for me. And then there was a lot of things I worked on the first app. I did one of the biggest mistakes is I tried to put too many features before I got it out. But when I did get it out, I mean, I made over a couple $1,000s in just 2 weeks. Okay. I saved 8,191 hours. This I totally know because I paid coders for Limitless Lead System for years, and I paid tons of money, and they spent a lot of time on it. Apparently, I'm in the top. One of the big deal. I'm in the top 5% of lovable creators by traffic from the United States, and so you know what? I didn't even know that. Oh, here's the other thing too. I don't know about you, but I don't know where AI is going to go, but I'm polite to them. I say thank you and please all the time. You never know. They might take over the world. I want them to remember I'm one of the nice guys, right? My app. Now, I haven't done any paid advertising. I was using my app, the Limitless Viral System. I was using it, and it's already generated 3,000 clicks on it just in the last few couple of weeks, okay? And I've generated sales with it using the app itself, okay? So how cool is that, So I hope you guys do take advantage of it. I'm going to copy the link here so I can keep that. I think it's kind of cool. Let me close this real quick. So let me show you real quick. I'm going to finish off. There's the app we just built, okay? Limitless Viral Studio. I created a Signal Spark, which is where it looks for viral trends going on today and then turn it into a marketing script. I'm working on that. And then my son, who's great at budgeting and building wealth planning and all that, I told them, write me your strategy. I put into Vibe, and then so now we're creating a wealth builder hub that we're going to promote in January. Okay, so this is the one that's published already. I mean, now I did a lot of stuff, a lot of back and forth with it, but you guys see how simple that is. You too can have an app done within minutes, and really within days you can start promoting it. I suggest running fast and all that stuff, but literally even a day, within 24 hours, you can have an app you're launching and promoting out there and making you money like that. Okay, an idea, who's your customer, what do you want to solve for that, what's the problem a lot of them have, how do you want to solve it for them, and let the app builder do it for you. Okay, now I do have a affiliate link with Lovable. I'm going to have that link for you guys down below, so you can take advantage of it. But you guys, hopefully this helps. Go make 2026 one of the best years in your life. And heck, one app can literally change your life. All right? Hopefully that helps. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.